Hi, welcome back. We were just here yesterday, but we're here again. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm your host, Lizzie. And for those who may not know what this show is about, we talk with different creators in the Blurred community about their journey in content creation and how we can support each other better in the community. So, definitely want to introduce you guys to our very special guest. Today, we have Supreme SVM. So, you may know them for their amazing skits, anime skits that they do on their different platforms. They're also a variety streamer. They're a content creator. They've been content creator guests at different conventions such as Anime NYC and DreamHack, and definitely an amazing creator. And definitely give them a warm welcome. So, hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Feeling good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Mhm.
And again, I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate it.
No. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And for the people that may not know who you are, introduce yourself and what you do.
Okay. Well, I just finished posting this to the story.
Hmm.
Okay. So yes, my name is Sam. I am a variety streamer, content creator. That's mostly anime. So I just like to make skits. I just try to make them as creative as funny as possible. I'll try to dress as close to a character as possible.
Yeah.
Shirt on my head, what I'm saying, or a whole bed sheet over me to be like Emu from One Piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do that. I stream as well. I go out as I go to the gym, or I'll go to like a function or a party, and I'll go and stream what's going on outside, or I'll just game. I'll be home, Marvel Rivals, some horror games. That's crazy, and yeah, just a nerd, a Haitian nerd from Miami.
I love that.
Mhm.
And I want to ask, how was it growing up for you as a bird, like loving what you love? Like, what sparked the interest? And then how does it feel now that you actually get to like make your own content and there's other creators that you've been able to interact with that do the same things and love the same thing?
So what sparked my interest as a kid? My uncle put Dragon Ball Z in front of me as a jit, and at the time I didn't know it was anime. I'm just thinking it's cartoons, like that, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I'm thinking they just like straight cartoons.
Yeah.
But he put Dragon Ball Z in front of me,
Hmm.
and my eyes are glued to the screen. I'm sitting there just watching every moment. Of course, trying to do a Kamehameha by myself, instant transmission by myself. You know what I'm saying? As a jit jumping off the bed when I'm not supposed to. That really sparked my interest in anime heavy, heavy, heavy. And I had the toys, of course, you know what I'm saying, play fighting with them. And it wasn't until like middle school,
Hmm.
for real, I found out it was like what anime was, what manga was. So I was reading Naruto at the library. And at the time, thankfully, no, there was like a lot of people who were reading the mangas, who were reading the volumes, but we had to put our name on like a list, a reserve list, just to
Hmm.
read it. So I was
Mm.
there faithfully every week trying to put my name on the list, trying to get waiting for the mangas to come out. So it would be like those two things put together that got me really into anime, really into manga. And now being in the space where I can actually create my own type of content, um, it's been really cool. It's been really cool because I've been able to take this thing that I love so much, that brings
Hmm.
me so much joy. I'm able to flip it and to make it into like, oh shoot, sorry, my screen time.
You're good though. It happened.
I'm sorry, were you still able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry, my screen. Let me put this full screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
no problem.
but yeah, I'm just able to flip it and to make it into something like amusing and fun for other people, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, and I want to ask, like, what spark? Because everybody has that spark of like they're gonna like make content, they're gonna share it with
Mhm.
people. It's one thing to have the idea, and there's another thing to start. What was that push for you to start?
For me to actually start, okay, I think
Yeah.
it was so during COVID, during
Hmm.
COVID, because I think that's when TikTok kind of got popular or whatnot.
Hmm.
2020, 2019, something like that. And then I'm scrolling, I'm enjoying myself, whatnot. And then I was always watching RDC, like on YouTube and their skits and what they were doing. And I really enjoyed their content. And another content creator, Renegade, is
Mm,
one of my homeboys of Fifth Raikage, and I
yeah.
really enjoyed their content.
Mm,
And I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, this is really funny. I really enjoy this. I wonder if I could, do this too.
mm,
So at first it was just like, should I? Because I'm pretty like a reserved person. Like I don't really say too much or really do too much in real life.
yeah.
Um, so I was thinking like, should I even record this? Would people even find this funny to begin with?
Yeah.
And then one day I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just
Just do it.
put it out. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? And then it got some good feedback. You know what I'm saying? Some people liked it. And then it wasn't until DreamCon 2023 where I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I think I'm gonna do this for real. Like I want to do this seriously. I'm gonna make content. I'm gonna plan my jokes out like for the week. Sit and figure out how I'm gonna make this video, that video, and yeah, it's been up since there.
That's awesome. And I know for your Twitch, you're like on the road to 1K. You've been streaming for a while. I like the different types of content. Like what, like you're really like a variety streamer for real. Like, you've done different types of content. I've seen like when you go out to different places and you show the streams there, like different events, cons, like different like pool and everything like that. You've played the games. Like you've had different content that you've made on Twitch. And what inspired you to start doing Twitch?
Start doing Twitch, it just seemed fun. I'm not gonna lie, it just seemed really fun, and I wanted to show more of myself,
Mm,
um, other than the jokes.
yeah.
To show like like what goes on. Granted, I don't get too deep on the internet, but it's
Yeah.
still I still have like more personality than just like anime and whatnot. Even though it is a big part of me and what makes me me. So I wanted to show like the fact that I do go to the gym and that what I do outside and whatnot, that I show my Caribbean culture as well, like my Haitian culture that I'm super 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 proud of. Um, and I like to showcase like the other sides of me to everybody else. So I thought streaming would be a great way to do so, and just another medium under my belt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I know that you do a little bit of cosplay every once in a while with your skits and everything like that.
Mhm.
So I wanted to ask, did the skits come first or the cosplay? Was it a combination? Like when you first like started making the skits and you're trying to
First
figure
started,
out, yeah.
the skits for sure came first because I remember I went to my first con. It was like right before COVID too. It was like 2019. It was my first con, and in DC, Otakon, and I went, and it was interesting. I was like, I don't think cosplaying's for me. Like,
Yeah.
no respect to who does it, but it just didn't seem like something I would do. I wasn't completely comfortable with it.
Hmm.
And then I just saw how everyone really enjoyed it. Like my friends too, they were like enjoying themselves. How they were getting ready, how they were taking pictures and all that. And I'm like, that okay. It looks fun. It looks fun. Next go around, what I'm saying, I'll open myself up to actually cosplaying, and like being immersed in it for real, for real. So definitely the skits came first, because in a lot of my videos, it's rare that I have like an actual cosplay,
Yeah.
because I can't make a cosplay to save my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's not on Amazon, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Mm-mm. But I'll make do with what's in my closet and just wear like the same colors as like a character or whatnot. So definitely the skits come first or came first.
And I definitely want to ask because I try to watch as many of the skits as possible. They're very fun. They're very hilarious. And I wanted to ask, what is like the process that you do or
Mhm.
that you've like developed over time for your particular style? 'Cause everybody has a particular style of doing skits,
Yeah.
but for yours, like particularly like especially your bio and like that, there's a particular anime that you do skits more often for, like
Mhm.
like Soul Leveling, My Hero, particularly like One Piece, and then you have like other ones that you've done, like Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that.
Mhm.
What is like the process that you do to make for your skits?
So it kind of comes in like about 3 or 4 different ways. So it'll be like I'm watching an episode, and then I'm like, okay, I could flip this into making, something funny. Like I'll remember a sound I heard on TikTok,
Yeah.
or I hear a song, and I'm like, oh, those lyrics match this scene. Okay, I can make that into a video, or if I just use my own voice, just straight me completely, it'll be that. Or I'll hear a song, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this reminds me of this anime. So it could either go that way, or I hear a sound on TikTok that I feel like is really funny or
Yeah.
that is trending. I'm like, what can I do with this? So I'll literally just let it play
Yeah.
over and over in my head while, as you can see, like I have a bunch of posters
Yeah.
in my room. So I'll let the sound play. This might be a little psychopathic. I'll just let it loop, and I'll just like look around my room, like, okay, which anime would this fit the most? What character would this fit the most? So those are mostly some of my pretty much how I make my content. And then once I get that spark, I'm like, okay, I'll just write down something real quick, and then get to recording.
And then the other thing I have to ask is like I love the consistency. It's like me looking through most of them. It's like almost like every few days. Like I see another skit and another skit. How do you keep them coming at that rate that you do?
So actually, I used to when I first started, because they always said like on TikTok, oh, post 3 times a day, whatnot. So there was a point from like when I just started making skits for real, I was posting 3 times a day every day. But then I felt like it wasn't I feel like the jokes were good, they were quality, but I don't know if it was like the algorithm. I didn't really to this day I don't understand the algorithm all that for real. I just post them like, hey, if it snaps, it snaps. Shit like that. But I used to post like 3 times a day, and I was like, yeah, let me tone it down. Let me, stick to like 1 a day, and so I don't burn myself out, because I was also feeling kind of burnt out and like a little bit discouraged at the same time. So to keep going with the 1 per day, it hasn't really been too hard, because if I'll hear something, I'm like, okay, just like I was saying before, I'll hear a sound, I'm like, okay, I can do it with this. I'll also figure it out with 2 other different characters as well, or 2 different animes as well. So I'll have 3 or 4 ideas that I'll have just off of 1 sound, or I'll hear something else. I'm like, okay, I have 2 different completely sounds, and I just thought of like a whole bunch of different ideas, and then it just kind of just comes to me, thankfully, naturally. And then I write everything down so I don't forget, because my mind moves kind of fast. So every time I have like an idea, I'm like, okay, let me write this little description so I don't forget it, and then it just comes to me. Like we could, as we're having a conversation right now, my mind is racing. Like, okay, some interaction we possibly can have, I can flip to video. So that's really how I'm able to just keep going with this consistency.
That makes sense. And like, what are some of the lessons that you learned like throughout your career so far that's like helped you get to the point where you are now? Whether it's the skits, and then I'll get into like the conventions in a minute, and like the being the content creator at the cons. But like, what are some of the lessons you learned along the way to get you to where you are now?
I'll say one of the big things I learned, like, and I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier about like the whole algorithm, not to let that get the best of me, not to let that discourage me, not to let number of views discourage me. I try my best. Of course, I'd be a liar to say I don't look at the numbers. I'd be a liar.
We all look.
Yeah, we all look at the numbers. If we're gonna keep it a bean, if we're gonna keep it a buck, we all look at it. But the best thing for me and my sanity is not let that get the best of me. So it's like before I put out every video, because sometimes I scrap videos. I'm like, I don't like this. Let me either do something else, or let me edit it and until I actually do like it. So everything I put out, I feel like is a quality joke. It's good. I enjoy it, and I hope others enjoy it. And that's what I try to focus on the most. Like, okay, I know I like this joke, whether it gets 1 million or 1,000, I'm content with it, and not to let the algorithm get under my skin or let me get discouraged. Like, man, am I really not doing well enough? I'm not funny enough, because it could also be, the joke probably isn't that good, but if I'm happy with it and at least 2 3 people like it, I feel like I did my job.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true. Like, no, that actually is something we all need a reminder of, especially with the current 2026 algorithm. Like, we
Mhm.
really we got a hold strong right now. Like,
Definitely, definitely, you're not lying. I don't know what's going on, but hey, people are still liking it. People are still laughing. So if I could give people at least a couple seconds of joy, I won. I beat the algorithm.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind, especially when you're making content, because like you said, you don't know when things gonna change, and then all of a sudden, so like you said, sometimes you just have to be okay with, like, as long as I enjoy the content and I think it's quality content,
Right.
there'll be an audience watching it still. So
Hmm.
yeah, but I know for people out there, like, it can be hard. Trust me, I know I have my moments too, but like, you just gotta keep pushing. Like, some months gonna be good, some months gonna be
Yeah. A little shaky. Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is.
Hmm.
And I wanted to ask, how was your first like streamathon when you did your first streamathon? 'Cause I know you've done like one or two more since then.
Yeah. My first streamathon was cool. I I believe it was last year before DreamCon. I believe
Hmm.
leading up to DreamCon.
Yeah.
That was my first one, and it went pretty well. Like, my friends are super supportive, and I love each and every single one of them. They're great. Um, Everybody who tuned in, everybody who donated, super cool of them to do so, because they generally don't have to, but they do. So I'm really appreciative of them. It was fun. It was a great time. I was able to incorporate new stuff into my stream because there were
Hmm.
like different sentences that I had to do and whatnot. So that was really fun doing it. Um, and then I've done like a couple after, like 2 or 3 after, and they've been really entertaining. It's been really fun. It's been really fun. And I still have like some other stuff to do from the last one.
Yeah.
I plan to still do like a Pilates class. I've never done Pilates. Damn, I'm
Mm.
super rigorous. But that just gets me even more excited. So I want to do like the indoor skydiving.
Mm.
I've done that once before years ago, but I still feel like capturing that on stream would be super fun. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for said streamathon. So I enjoy them. I enjoy them. A little tiring,
Mm.
of course, but yeah, it's fun. They're fun.
And I think the other thing that's cool about like how you're a variety streamer, because like you really like be doing all different types of content, like,
Hmm.
just chatting. Like, I've seen the gaming, I've seen like when you go, like when you travel, because you do travel a lot, like what is the conventions,
Yeah.
I've seen you like on cruises and like different experiences. So my
Hmm.
first question is like, what got you into like the in real life side of it, like where you take people to like conventions and like cruises and like when you're out and about, because
Hmm.
I know that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, like
Yeah.
while you're trying to enjoy your real life and you're doing that. I've seen the streams and I'm like, I can only imagine like how chaotic it can
Yeah.
be. So it's like, were there any learning curves when you did that? And then what is like your background with traveling? Because I've seen like even before you started really doing the content, you were traveling a lot, doing different things.
Yes. So um it can be challenging because, of course, you won't have I don't have like the craziest stream setup or
Yeah.
IRL stream setup. It's literally this
Yeah.
everybody's seen this, my phone
Yeah.
and some mics.
Yeah.
Thankfully I've got, I've upgraded my mics for sure, but and then I now have a portable hotspot because,
Mm.
I found out the hard way, like some places not gonna have the best reception and the stream's gonna be
Mm.
lagging and whatnot. So it's been a nice adjustment because I didn't want to just be or show just gaming. I wanted to, switch it up, keep the people on their toes, like, oh, what is Sam gonna get into today? Um, so that's why I was like, okay, come with me to the gym. Okay, I'm about to go to this little party down in Miami.
Mhm.
Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who we run into.
Mhm.
Um, it is because I am still a pretty quiet person.
Yeah.
I still do have to adjust to like the IRL to actually engage and speak instead of just standing there with my camera, just there showing everything around.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got me out my comfort zone a lot, and that's something I really, really, really enjoy and super appreciative of this experience because it's making me more social. Like when I go to cons as well, how I run into some friends and recording, we're just because we have a lot of antics, a lot of stuff be going on and whatnot. Like I'm friends with some funny people, characters. So I like capturing that and capturing those moments on stream. So other people can see what I see, like the shenanigans they be getting into and my stuff. But yeah, it's been cool. And then sorry, what was the last thing you asked about how I'll be traveling?
Yeah, like because like I think like this is not new for you to like travel like this. It's just that you're recording it. Like what was like your interest in traveling the way that you do?
Oh, okay. So most of those, I'm not gonna lie to you, were pretty much special occasions. I'm in real life, I'm a homebody. Please do not believe everything you see. I am a homebody. If I'm outside, odds are I was invited, or it was like somebody's birthday, or like a bachelor thing. My friends getting married or whatnot. And I just take those opportunities. Like, oh, okay, cool. We're gonna live stream that. I'm gonna use y'all for content. So that's really how it goes on. I really, really be in the house. Really be in the house. But I travel outside. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't have fun out there. But, I'll for sure be like, okay, this is what goes on when I do go outside.
Yeah. No, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, yeah, I do these shows, but like I like I said, like I'd be outside if it's like a convention that I said I was gonna go to, or like a certain mutual, like, oh, it's a networking opportunity. But like I'm not rah rah, like I'm not rah rah, like, but like I commend you for being able to like do it when you're out, because I know me, I would probably forget. I haven't got there yet, so I do give kudos to you for being able to like record that and like keep the engagement up and stuff like that.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I try my best.
Yeah, and definitely want to talk about like your experiences at different conventions. So I'm going to start with one of the first ones. Your content creator badge at MomoCon. So how was that? How was it to get that badge? And then like how was the experience?
Yeah. How did you know that was my first? That was our first one.
I do the research.
Hold on. Because I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, that was my first one. My first one ever. Hold on. That's great. Okay, you're a good journalist. Hey, you know what you're doing. You're not just there BSing behind that desk. Okay, all right. I see you. Okay, all right, Nardwar. Yeah, my first time, was at MomoCon, and it was a cool experience. And it was I think my first. No. It was my first out of state con, but it was my like second time in Atlanta. But my first time going to a con in Atlanta, and I love Atlanta so much now. Atlanta's been like so cool, so warming and welcoming. I met like so many people out there at that con, that have helped me get to where I'm at now. Because Atlanta has so many cons in general. I think they have like 5 a year or something like that. But my first one at Momo, and it was just so nice because Atlanta has a lot of Black people, so it was just nice seeing so many people that look like me. It was so freaking cool. It was just, and the con itself is so cool. Like, it's so big. It had wrestling. I've never seen wrestling in real life before. I didn't think I'd see it at an anime convention. But yes, it was a really great experience for like a con goer and a content creator as well, and because I got to network with like a whole lot of people, and I got to become friends with like a whole lot of people there, and yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
That's awesome. And I know this year you were like happy that you were able to get more of those content creator opportunities. You even got to do some brand deals. So I was gonna ask, how was DreamHack? How was DreamCon and Anime NYC? And I think that was your first time being at Anime NYC.
Yes, it was my first time. Yeah. AnimeInkArt was a huge con. I think they said it was like the biggest on the east side,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was my first time in New York. On top of that, so it was a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, because it was like I think 4 floors.
Yeah, it was. I was only there Saturday this year.
This year. Oh, you were there. That's crazy. Okay, okay. Were
There
you?
was there was too many people. Like I could barely meet the people that I wanted to meet. So
Man, I know you're not lying, because the reception in there was already not the
it
best.
was
Yes, because it was like glass everywhere.
yeah.
I know that was like blocking reception,
Mm.
but man, it was so deep. It was so deep. It was so deep. So that was a really good con. That's actually one of my favorite cons, because there was just so much to do, and they had like the Crunchyroll booth that had interactive.
Mm.
The interactive game was Gachakta. That was really fun. Um, and just seeing so many people, like overwhelming, but it was still really fun. It was so fun. It was so fun. And their panels, and they had a bunch of panels like
Mhm.
downstairs, and it was
Mhm.
so interactive. It was so cool. Um, what's it called? So with that, and then I also went to DreamCon this year. That was like my third,
Mhm.
yeah, my third time going. Another con where you see so many people that look just like you into the same things as you are. Um, that feeling is so warm. It really feels like home. It's so nice. It's so nice. Like nobody out there, looking for problems. Everybody just vibing, having a good time. That was really cool. DreamCon is always a movie, always a movie, and the parties are always a good time,
Yeah.
always a good time. And then with what con did I go to?
I think it's DreamHack.
Oh yes, DreamHack. So that's a really good con, and I enjoyed that a lot. And it's different. It's not an anime. That one's more gaming. That's
Mm-hmm.
more focused on gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And they go above and beyond. I'm not gonna lie, because they have like world championships that play over there. Like they had the rivals championships over there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think Clash of Clans or something like that. Like
Yeah.
Counter Strike. Last year they had COD. They didn't have COD this year, but they had like all these games that I'm really interested in at this convention, and PC. Like they're showcasing different PCs and whatnot, like different tech, and I was like, whoa, this is tough. So it was a nice change of pace from like anime cosplays
Mm.
to gaming and all that, and that's a really interesting con. Android, and they hand out a bunch of free stuff too, just because. So if it's free, it's for me. So
That makes sense.
yes.
I always like asking like creators that've been to different cons. 'Cause I know each con is different. Everybody has like a
Mhm.
different experience, and I think the other ones I can remember, I think is Otaku Fest. Oh, Otaku Fest, ATL Anime Fest.
Yes, anime. Okay, definitely. That one was different than everything else for sure. Um, so Otaku Fest, that's another con, anime con, cosplay. It's still a good time. I still enjoyed it a lot. But at anime, it's a music festival of like a whole bunch of different artists. And then on the side, well, I always say at the side, on the same time, they still have like the car show, like the anime, decals that you'll see at anime
Mm,
conventions.
mm,
Still had like vendors in a hallway where you can still, buy your merch and whatnot. But it was just different because it was like a whole bunch of rappers on stage performing. Like they had Waka, they had Travis Porter, they had Tia Corrine, they had Duke Deuce, and like some other artists too. And I thought that was so cool because I feel like that sums up me. So you'll have like the nerdy side, but then
yeah.
you'll have like this side of like what I listen to. I listen to other stuff, but mainly what I listen to is like that's that hood rap.
Yeah.
That's usually what's bumping through my ears.
Yeah.
So it was just a really great blend of the of my two cultures, or two of my favorite cultures in
Mm,
one area, and that was a really great time. That one's definitely different than every other con, because usually a con, they go towards EDM or raves and what,
mhm.
like no disrespect to that, but that's just not my
No, yeah, that's not the
not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's not for everybody. So it was just nice to have a con that was like, okay, this is what our main thing that we're putting out, and I'm like, yes, this is what I'm into. I will be there. So yeah.
That's awesome. And shout out to my boy Ludi because he also is one of the co-hosts for Sugoi Entertainment, and I
Yes.
believe you're also like a guest at one of their parties. How did you get the opportunity?
So that's really cool. I'm so excited. And they're actually throwing another party in 2 weeks. So that's gonna be really fun. I believe, if I remember correctly, I was with one of my friends, and I that's how I met him.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was at Otaku Fest, and
Mm-hmm.
we got introduced, and we
Yeah.
were speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "Yeah, we're throwing a party tonight, or we're throwing a party that night." And then I said, "Okay," or that weekend, something like that. I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there." So I wasn't. And it's funny because I didn't know at the time, but I've been to one of their parties already,
Yeah.
and it was like a great time. Like me and my friends, we went. It was a great time, and
Yeah.
we went. And I'm thinking it's gonna be, like the basic con party.
Yeah.
Oh, not really too much of my music there, but
Mm.
I was like, you know what, we're gonna go. We're gonna have some fun. As long as we're together, we're gonna have fun. That was our mindset that night. But
Mm.
then, like, they started playing Miami. Where are you from? I'm sorry. Or do you say that out loud? Do you?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What state you're from?
So yeah, I don't have a problem. Yeah, New Jersey.
New Jersey? Okay, okay. So we have like Miami music. Just like Jersey has their music.
Yeah, yeah, the Jersey Club. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Florida music, Miami music. So when we got there, and that's what I'm hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, whoa, hold on, what's what's going on here? What's happening right now? I'm sticking out. We're doing our dances. We're not, and it was just so unexpected. It was so unexpected. And we just had even more fun than we thought that night. And they had other stuff there too. They had LARPing. I never LARPed before. They had like foam swords or like one arrow, whatnot. So we did that. And that was so fun. That was a so fun night. So I went. I didn't really know the name of it, but we went, and then that's when I got introduced to the guy, to Ludi. And then I was like, wait, that's crazy. I've been to your parties. I will be there. I will for sure be there. I will for sure be there. And it was like the same thing of like that second time I went to their event, and it was a great time. It was so fun. And then we just kept in contact. And at Anime NYC, they had their panel.
Yeah, the friending.
The friend, yeah, the speed friending. Something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I went out there, and it was a great time. I met some people. And then we just kept in contact. And then they said they're throwing another party. I'm like, hey, whatever I could do to help, I'll do it. He was like, yeah, we'd like for you to be a guest. I was like, definitely, I'm with it, because it's we don't have. So Atlanta has like that black space for sure for like anime nerds.
Yeah.
Like, they have a huge black space over
Yeah,
there.
they do.
It's so tough, and I love it so much. That's a lot of the reason why I'm always in Atlanta, like 3-4 times out the year. I'm like, damn, I need something at home. I need something at home that has that same feeling. So this is basically that. And that's why I enjoyed their functions a lot, because that's what I feel like, man, this is a great space. Of course, everybody's welcome, of course, but it was just like, man, to see more people that look like me into the same thing as me at home, is a different feeling. It's a different feeling. So yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to everybody involved with Sugoi Night, because there's a lot of people that run it, and I'm super excited for everything that they have in store for the Miami nerd culture.
Yeah, they're definitely big up. Saludi has helped me a lot. Has gotten other guests such as Ozzy the Virus to come on my show. So like he really be like rooting for me and like helping me out a lot. I really do appreciate him. Like ever since I met him, he's been on the show. Like he's just been supporting since then. I support him as well. So the shout outs to him again.
Definitely, no, he's a real cool guy, and I think he just likes to network people, so other people get on, which is tough.
And the funny part is like you're not gonna expect it. Like for the people that don't, like, we're not, cause you could just be minding your business and like he'll just send a text like, hey, I got somebody for him. Like, what are you? All right, like just throw it at me at this point. So that's how they are.
Like, here, go work. Come on.
Yeah,
you got some work to do.
I'm like, okay, sure, I'll take it because like
Mhm.
you be out here, so it's good.
Definitely. No, because we were just having a random conversation that night where he first brought you up.
Yeah,
Completely random conversation. Like we're just talking. We're talking about like business and whatnot. He was like,
yeah,
"Hey, do you know Lizzie?" I'm like, "No, I don't know who that is." Like, what's going on? It's like, "Yeah, we should get you on the show. I'll hit her up." I'm like, "Hey, I'm with it."
yeah. It was New Year's Eve for me, or New Year's. No,
Mhm.
New Year's morning. I wake up
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got somebody for you." I'm like, "Can you tell me who?" Because the last time he did that, it was Ozzy the virus, and I saw him like, "All right, I got
Mhm.
you." And then the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that shows he works quick because literally it was New Year's night. It was like 1 a.m. that he
Yeah,
told me this, and you're telling me he hit you up the same morning. He
yeah,
works hard. He does not play around.
yeah. Because he told me he talked to you, then he was like, "Oh, just send a message." I said, "You know what? Before you cuss me out, like, I gotta do this right."
Hmm.
But yeah, definitely. And I gotta talk about like your love for One Piece and how that started because it's definitely like inspired your a lot of your skits that you do. So
Definitely.
how has One Piece had an impact on your life, like way before you even did the skits?
So it's actually so funny because I did start off as a One Piece hater. I feel like a lot of us do, to be honest. And
Yeah.
not so much like I said it was trash or anything. Just
Mm,
like I'm not watching something because at the time I don't even think it had 1,000 episodes yet. I think it still had like 800 or 900, something like that.
mm,
But I was like, I'm not watching 800 some odd episodes of a show that's not even done. Ain't no way. I'm good off of it. And then when I
mm,
finally started, because Dragon Ball Z used to be my top show, because that
yeah.
was the first one I watched. You know what I'm saying? That got me through the door. And I started watching One Piece. I'm like, it's good, but it's not Dragon Ball. Kept watching. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn, I think I like this more than Dragon Ball. So that was that. So just seeing what the characters go through, Luffy's dream, all the characters' dreams, Zoro's dream. Zoro's actually my favorite character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a dog. But just seeing like the struggle that they go through without spoiling too much for anybody who watches and not
Mm,
caught up. The struggle that
mm,
they go through, but they're still headstrong and still determined that like it doesn't matter if I'm fighting the strongest pirate in the sea right now, or this person is 10 times stronger than me. I'm still gonna stick and move to get to my goal some way somehow. Some way
mm,
somehow we're gonna come out of here with a dub. Some way somehow. And seeing that grit, seeing that drive is so inspirational, very inspirational. So like Zoro, like no joke, inspired me to go even crazier in the gym for real. So that's like for starters, and to like Luffy as well, not to give up on dreams. No
mm,
matter who's in front of you or what's in front of you, like just find some way to make it happen, some way somehow. So that's why I really, really enjoy, or one of the reasons why I really enjoy One Piece and how it has affected like even my journey as like from life, but also content creation because it is very discouraging. It can
mm,
be very challenging as well, where you just want to grow so bad, but it ain't. It doesn't look like it's moving as fast as you may want it to.
mm.
So One Piece for sure has like giving me some lessons that remind me, stay grounded, just keep working at what you're doing. Eventually, something gonna shake, something gonna happen. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And this is like more of like a funny question, but it's like I'm sure other people have had this question because the way you're able to use like do rags, towels,
Yeah.
sheets to like make beards and make
Mhm.
hats and everything like that. How did you even just come up with that? Be like, okay, one day I'm gonna make a beard, other day I'm gonna like, how did you end up doing that? Like,
I think so with the shirts as hair, or like my do rags as hair. I was like, okay, I want to look like said character as much as possible. So I was like, they, I don't think they would peep for real, because of course, I put the name of the character there, so like okay, this is who I am. But I feel like it would just hit harder if I have something on my head the same color. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna use do rag, we're gonna use a shirt, the beard, because before I've done like old men in anime before with said beards.
Yeah.
But I've never done nothing on my face. But I was like, I gotta up it because I'm always looking for some way to just something outlandish for someone to be like, they got a white beater as a beard, like, they got a t-shirt as a beard. Like, yo, wear a bed sheet. This man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I need something. Or when I do Usopp suspenders, mind you, I have suspenders, but but before when I started, I use belts. I'm like, I don't have suspenders. I'm just using my belts. Now that I actually do have suspenders, I'm like, I gotta stick with the belts because I feel like it's just funnier.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm always looking for something that people wouldn't think I would use just to make the video even funnier. So, or even with a Chopper cosplay, I got hooves.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he actually got the hooves. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, he dedicated, you know what I'm saying? So I really just sit in my room like, okay, what random object can I use today that would make sense and make the video funnier? So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have to ask that question because like almost every other video they'll be like, you really got somebody always asks the question. I'm
like they're like, oh, the beater beard is crazy, and I'm like, I know, and I'll just do something dumb. Like I did one time, I stroked it like it was an actual beard just to draw attention to it. Like, just look at this real quick. So yeah, I just try to add something absurd just to make it funnier.
No, yeah, I definitely get that. I think the perfect example of that, I think, is the one where you're talking about how like Emu was crashing out when he saw Jordan. The sheet, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Definitely, because I was thinking like, how can I? Because I want to make jokes. Because at the time I was thinking I want to make jokes with this character, because we haven't seen, even in the manga, we don't know what they look like. Yeah, period. We just know they got a crown and a black silhouette.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, how am I gonna do this? I can make the room dark, but you'll still see me as a body. I don't look like a silhouette. How am I gonna make this work? So I was like, man, I don't even have black sheets. I was like, all my sheets are blue. Like I have like 6-7 different pairs of sheets, everyone a different shade of blue. And I was like, you know what? Whatever, don't care. That'll be my silhouette. That's the best I can do, and it works.
Yeah,
and it works. Well, yeah, that's I just came up with that one.
No, yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I was just like, oh my goodness. And I want to say, are there any like anime that you haven't touched on, or any skits that you want to touch on? And like for the skits you have done, what are your favorite types of skits to do? You've done different things in different versions, but what's like your favorite type to do? And then like, are there any anime you haven't done that you're like, or it could be any genre of things that you want to do skits on?
I do an anime that I haven't touched. I want to do more Black Clover. I've done like a few recently, but I haven't done much because they were on a crazy long hiatus. So now they're coming back. So now that box is going to be checked because it's coming back. But if it wasn't coming back, then it would have been Black Clover because I really enjoy that one. It's one of my favorites. But thankfully it's coming back. So now I'm able to touch on that more often. Favorite types of skits, I would say when I take lyrics of a song or a rap battle. I've done rap battles too. That just fit really well, or it makes no sense why it fits so well. Like I did Rod Wave and and it makes no sense why certain lines. Like generally, I feel like One Piece fan, he just has it said it in public. You know what I'm saying? It makes it shouldn't fit that well. So I think that's as of right now, that's my favorite kind of skits to make because it's like you're listening to this song, you probably heard it a bunch of times, and now I stick One Piece in it, and I'm like, whoa! You're like, whoa! How did he come up with this? This is crazy. So I genuinely like that feeling of people like, whoa! How did he come up with this? This is crazy. So
that makes sense. It's always hilarious when you're like that the lyric is not supposed to fit. Like, why does it? Like, why does it?
This has nothing to do with One Piece.
But it's like, do they know? Like, do they?
They have to be secretly fans. I did Kendrick Lamar with Pain when he pulled up on the village. Push these off me like, and the almighty push. It should not fit. And then he said fakes and snakes, and I put the shadow clones and snakes as Orochimaru. So it's just like, how did it fit that well? Kendrick, do you watch Naruto? That's the only thing that makes sense.
And I always make the jokes like as blurs. I feel like I feel like we were just in tune with it. We're like, maybe have nothing to do with the anime, but we're just like, this is how we feel. Like
Yes,
it relates
I
to anime, like,
I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
because like we'll be watching each other's skits and we're like, okay, that's it. It's like that head nod of like, if it was somebody else and wasn't black, they would not understand.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. It's for sure. A lot of them are. If you know, you knows.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I was like, how is it for you to be able to get brand deals now? I believe it was BlissX was one of the
Yeah.
brand deals, and then you had like a few more. How was it? How has it been to be able to get those brand deals?
You said how I've been able to get them?
Or how does it feel to like
Oh,
be
feel.
able
Okay.
to do them?
If it's actually it's really cool. It's really interesting because that one was gotten. I got that one through help of a friend because a friend recommended me to get that one, the BlissX one,
Mhm.
and it's definitely a milestone because of course I create content. I wanted to stream, so I knew I would eventually get to those things of brand deals or like ads and sponsorships or whatnot. So it's definitely a really big milestone when I got that one because it's like, whoa, okay, companies are actually interested in me, are interested in what I do, and feel like I'd be able to push out and help their brand. So I'm definitely making some type of progress. I'm doing something right.
Mhm.
Something right. So it was a really cool experience, and I've worked with others as well,
Mhm.
Katana, and some other ones that I have coming on the way, and
Mhm.
it's definitely a nice experience, and it teaches me how to be professional as well,
Mhm.
because I'm writing emails and all that, and I'm just like, whoa, this is it's serious.
Yeah.
Serious. Like I make jokes, I do jokes, but this is a serious part of what I do, and it's a really nice experience. And
Yeah,
to me,
definitely. Yeah, definitely. And you also got to do movie screenings, I believe Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer.
yes, yes,
How were both of those?
that was actually so crazy. Because when I saw the email, I saw the email at first, and I saw who it was from. I'm like, because a lot of scam emails come nowadays. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Hmm.
scam or fake DMs
Yeah.
would be are constantly surfacing. So I
Hmm.
looked at it, and the first time was Demon Slayer, and I
Hmm.
looked, I'm like, this don't look. Is this real? I'm scanning the email for typos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm in tech. I'm in tech, so I'm just I'm in my head. I'm using my work brain, like
Hmm.
what's fake here? What's fake here? I did some research. I looked up the person online. I'm like, hold on, okay, all right. I guess this is real. This is real. I'm like, whoa, all right. Let me breathe for a second. I just got invited to an anime movie release. Hold on. So that was a really cool experience, and shout out to that guy because he was the same person that got me for the Chainsaw Man movie as well. So that was so amazing because I want to work with Crunchyroll one day. I want to work with Sony. I want to work like with Viz Media, these big behind companies that's in my realm one day. So that was the first time I actually was able to see that. Of course, I envision it, I dream it, I
Hmm.
want it, but it was like, whoa, okay, this is becoming a reality. So it was a wonderful experience, wonderful experience. That and also I think it was like a Netflix event too,
Yeah.
for Anime NYC.
Hmm.
And that email, I'm looking at that email.
You're like, nah.
I'm like, this don't look real either. I'm like, hold on now, y'all trying to get me. But no, that was a cool event. That's why I met so many people, got to network. Um, that was just being in those spaces and seeing how, because obviously I didn't make it. I'm still not there.
Hmm.
But it was just a nice stepping stone. Like, okay, the door is actually open for me, and I just need to capitalize off this some way somehow, so I could keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to have everything keep rolling. I need a huge snowball effect by tomorrow, if but um but yeah, like just going to those and meeting people and experiencing what it would be like to really work with these companies, it was just a super great feeling, and I'm so appreciative of everyone who helped me, or the people behind the scenes that were like, yeah, let's get him to do it. It was just I'm just thankful, just thankful.
Yeah, I definitely relate to like I don't know why. Maybe it's because they want to feel like more personable, but sometimes when they send the emails, it don't seem real. I do relate to that.
Mhm.
I haven't had like the movie screening, but recently Town Hall in New York. Sometimes like Broadway and some people come to like their venue space.
Okay.
So they had like a Tokyo Ghoul concert. They had like the composer and stuff like that, and it was
Oh,
organized
yeah,
by
okay.
Crunchyroll and them. But when I got the email from them, they said they want me to be a guest, and so I was like, because it was through like Instagram, and like
Mhm.
there's only a few rare occasions where like I've been asked to do something, but it was like art related, and I had to go on Google and be like,
Mhm.
I don't, I don't
It just seemed too good to be true.
yeah, it was the same thing with that, but they like it was an actual real person. They actually gave me the ticket after I promoted it. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's like I don't know if they're like trying to be like personable, but sometimes the way they like do it, it
Word
doesn't
days,
seem
maybe.
yeah, it doesn't seem real. Like
Maybe. But at the same time, I think we just have to realize, we're grinding, we're working hard, and this is, fruits of our labor.
yeah,
Granted, there are still scams out there.
yeah, of course.
Not gonna lie, there are still scams out there. So still 100% check, but definitely, it just sucks that it's not the first thing in our mind. Like, oh,
yeah,
work with us. Oh, this is great. This is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Mhm.
We'll like cross that eventually, but we'll
Eventually,
always research, guys. Like you can't just be
always
like
research.
because the age of social media. I know these big companies gotta get used to it, but like you never
Mhm.
know. Sometimes people can make like fake things. So.
Definitely, definitely. I've had, Hypeline, Hypeline.
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah.
gotten an
Mm.
email, talking about, oh yeah, we want to work with you, this and that. They wrote up a whole contract and everything.
Mm.
I'm looking at it like, this look a little too good to be true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great, but this looks a
Mm.
little too good to be true. But the key word was, oh yeah, you just have to give us, you just got to pay $500, and we'll pay you like 3,000 a month. I'm like, nope, this isn't real.
Yeah,
So definitely just got to keep an eye out, just be safe.
yeah, that's definitely true. And what are some of the goals that you have for yourself? It could be long term, short term.
So some goals that I have for myself for this year,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to be a DreamCon creator this year. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get it last year, but hopefully, I still put out my application. Hopefully I get it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I want. Last year I made like my own Olympics, so I
Oh,
like a
okay.
whole bunch of friends come out for basically a field day,
Mm-hmm.
of different games. So this year I want to do the same, but on like a grander scale.
Mm-hmm.
I did it at a park. I'll probably do it at a park again, but maybe I'm trying to find somewhere indoors. Just, or I'm always looking for some way to elevate whatever I did. I don't want to stay in like the same place or stay stagnant.
Yeah.
So those are two of my goals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, I do want to work with, hopefully, like, bigger brands. I'm, Sony, Crunchyroll, call me. Viz, call me. Email me. So those are pretty much like my goals. Mhm.
Awesome. And the question I usually ask on the show is about like supporting the blurred community. I ask, what do we do well so far, like to support each other? What can we do better just to be more, united, support each other and stuff like that? Everybody has a different answer depending on their own experience.
What I would say, what I would say, well, firstly, it don't take nothing to like a video, like a picture, and repost. Not
Mm-hmm.
even so much on your story, because with IG and TikTok, you could just hit that repost button and keep it pushing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's free 99.
Mm-hmm.
It don't take too long.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I sometimes see. um like some people feel like elitists, some people feel like they're above others, like, oh, I'm this big cosplayer and
Yeah.
what, and I can't speak to the little people, quote unquote little people, but and that bothers me because it's like we all enjoy the same thing, and sometimes or a lot of times people don't have that space at home to
Mm.
really, or in their own circles at home or their neighborhood, to really express this. So when we come here to conventions,
Yeah.
um to enjoy what we all enjoy, it shouldn't be that same, oh, I'm not going to associate myself with you because like I'm above you or whatnot.
Hmm.
So I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like some people let the follower count go to their head, and which kind of sucks because we're still all human beings at the same time. So I feel like that's one way. If everybody just realizes like we're all just people that just enjoy the same thing, I feel like we could progress in general, like as a community. Um, what something I feel like we've done right. We've done right. Um, I feel like, at least from what I've seen,
Hmm.
uh, safe spaces were created.
Hmm.
Like people at the very least are allowed to like what they like and not be clowned for it, and not be spoken bad about. Thankfully, I haven't heard too much of sub versus dub wars, like, oh, if you watch dub you're not a real anime watcher, this and that. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that too much recently. Thankfully that has died down.
Hmm.
uh, or if you started watching anime 2 years ago, you shouldn't go con like that. Thankfully, I haven't heard too much of that either. Like, oh, you're not a real anime fan. So I haven't heard, at least on my end, or from what I've seen, I've heard too much of that recently. So I feel like we started to really make a safe space for people to just enjoy what they enjoy.
Yeah. Look,
And
I definitely agree with that. I agree with both sides of what you said. Yeah.
mhm.
Because I feel like, especially the dub versus sub, it's like, it's like, yeah, I grew up with dub. Sub. I have my reasons why I like it, but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, if you watch dub, I don't care. Like, it's not my preference. Like you do with some.
exactly.
I never understood like to the extent, like, yeah, I would make jokes because I like those specific ones with friends, but I'll never deter them from doing that. I'm just like,
Exactly.
listen, I may not, but like occasionally, if you like drag me to it, I will. And like nowadays, there's some that I do like. Like I'm open to both because like nowadays I feel like both do a really good job. You
Yes.
know what I mean? But some people don't cross that road, and then
At all.
like,
At all. At
so,
all. And it sucks because there's some good dubs out there. There's some really good dubs out there. And it's like, okay, see, in my sense,
mhm.
I'm just impatient.
Yeah,
So if a new show starts
yeah.
and a sub comes out first and a dub
Hmm.
um
Take
doesn't
some
come
time.
out, and it
Hmm.
takes some time.
Hmm.
Nowadays I know they usually do it at the same time, but if
Hmm.
it's on some sub comes out now and I have to wait for dub, I'm gonna watch the sub.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna watch the sub. But if it's on some dub or sub, they come out at the exact same time, odds are I'm gonna watch the dub. I'm gonna watch the dub because I speak English first. So it's like, why would I why would I hate it? Why would I hate it?
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just like at least I don't hear it as much sometimes, but like yeah, we're but any community just takes time for certain things to work itself out.
Yeah.
So all we can do is just hope for that.
What time? Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the well, I was gonna ask, how has it been to like just interact with other creators that you've like been great friend with, been able to do like an amazing collab? Like for example, hopefully I pronounced their name right. Dialeric. Like when you
Oh,
guys
Dahlia
did
Elric.
when you guys did the SpongeBob SquarePants, that was a popular collab that you guys did.
Yes, yes.
And you guys have done a lot of content together. Other creators you've interacted with. How has it been being able to build that community?
That's actually been really cool. And that was like another person that I met at MomoCon. Like her, Mitch, everybody else in that SpongeBob collab. I met them at MomoCon, and
Mm.
because it's just been so fun, and they've been great. Like I truly love every single one of them. Like we're great friends. Like I was talking to Dahlia before I got on here or whatnot. I game with Mitch and Mars like all the time, um, and I see the others like constantly, like on a kind of monthly basis, and it's been great. Everybody has welcomed me in with like open arms because they've all been making content before I have,
Mm,
and that's what I was talking about. Just bringing more people in.
mm,
Just creating just not feeling like you're an elite, like you're
mm,
above said person just because like you got more followers than this other person. Um, so it's been great. We've got to make so much content together. It's been so fun, and everybody else that I've met, like from Atlanta, from New York, from Texas, uh, just everybody's just been so cool, and it's a great feeling, being able to work with like-minded people that just want to have fun and laugh. So it's been a great experience. It's been a great experience. I appreciate all of them.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely fun when you just find a how to say your tribe.
Yeah, yeah. I found my tribe. Yeah.
True. And one of the last questions I'll ask is, how has this experience, doing the content creation, everything you're doing, how has it helped you as a person? It could be mentally, spiritually,
Mhm.
emotionally.
Definitely, it's helped me be more open. It's forced me to
Mm,
socialize 100%, which is something I usually I severely needed because like yes, I had, I'm not gonna say, I don't have friends even before I made content. High school, college, I have, a good amount of friends for sure. Um, but I was always the if I'm not spoken to, I'm not
mhm,
gonna speak because of how, I can be timid or shy in public settings. So if you don't speak to me, I'm not gonna speak to you, but not because I'm rude. So a lot of people thought I was rude or that I was
mm,
like because they thought I was just standing there. But I was like,
yeah,
I just don't know what to say, or I don't want to bother you and be in your face because I don't know if you really want me in your vicinity.
yeah,
So it's like it's like uh with content, I'm constantly putting videos out there and streaming. I have to, actually speak because I can't just sit there and be quiet. Or if someone comes up to me, they'll be like, "Oh, you're Supreme Sam," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's me." And we'll have like, we'll chop it up a little bit, like favorite animes, or they'll ask me about what I like or what something else. I'm not just gonna be there like a brick wall. Or like with comments, I like to try my best to reply to every single comment that I see, and because I don't want people thinking they're talking to it like just empty space. Like I see what you're saying, and I'm gonna treat you as a person and talk to you. Uh, so that's something content has really helped me with, just being verbal, just being verbal. It has also built confidence. It has built confidence because like I said, I am a pretty shy person, but it's helped me work on that. Just seeing how people resonate with my content,
mm,
how they genuinely enjoy it.
yeah,
They'll type it out in the comments, and it's like, whoa, okay, this is people I've never met this person. They have no obligation to me whatsoever. They could real deal take the time out of their day to say they hate it, but they're taking the time out that they say they love it. And then when somebody catches me in public, like at a con,
mm,
to go out their way to tell me that I like your content, it's crazy. Like, okay, I'm I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. So it does give me more confidence, like in my type of humor, in the way my brain works to make said video. Like, okay, it did what it had to do. So that definitely uh, boosted my confidence in that. So I'd say just those two things, like confidence and actually going out my way to be social. Mhm.
yeah. That's definitely true, and I relate, and I'm still working on, when it comes to the streams, like how you say, like make sure, like you don't think that they're ignoring them, stuff like that. Especially, I'm still learning even with my interviews because it's like because I'm listening to what the person is saying. I've been trying to mix it up. Sometimes you'll see me, you'll see me wave hi,
Mhm.
or I respond in the chat. I don't want anybody to ever think that like they're being ignored, but
Right.
especially like when somebody's like mid talking and they say hi, I've been learning like the balance of like, okay, I'm not trying to interrupt, but like
Mhm.
I know you exist, so I'm doing things to make
Right,
sure
right, right.
you know you exist.
I
So,
feel that. That's real. That's real. And people really, they like that feeling too, because nobody wants to not be seen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not like have the spotlight on them. Some people might not like that, but if somebody going out their way to just say hello, or they're typing out something, it's still a nice feeling to know, like, hey, this person actually viewed what I said and they're replying to me. And because I know I would want that back, because it's we're all people. We're all people.
yeah, that's true. And again, it was a pleasure having you again to speak with you. Hopefully, you had a good time. Hopefully, you felt
No, I
comfortable.
had a great time. I had a great time. I appreciate you. And I appreciate Ludi too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And just want to give you the time to just like plug in where you want people to follow you, keep up with your content, see what you're doing next.
For sure. So my name again is Supreme Sam. You can follow me on all social platforms, Supreme SVM. I know it's a V, but like the V is kind of like an A, like ASAP Rocky. I
Yeah.
use the V as an A. On all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. I am trying to hit 1K on Twitch, so if you want to follow me on Twitch and help me reach
Yeah,
that,
let's go.
know what I'm saying? I'd be super appreciative. When I hit 1K on there, I'm gonna do the hot ones challenge, like
Mm.
I'm saying, where truth or eat, you know. So I feel like I have that plan when I hit 1K. So yes, if you love anime, if you want to laugh, come my way, and hopefully you have a great time and enjoy yourself. Hmm.
Awesome. And definitely make sure you guys follow him on the Twitch, on the Instagram, on the TikTok, everywhere that he is. Definitely support them. And thank you guys for supporting the show. I really do appreciate it. The short or long spiel, however this is going to go, of what I do. Hi, my name's Lizzie. My brand started with AnimeInkArt, which was the art brand, which we're getting back into drawing and everything like that. We have our store on Shopify and Redbubble. We do commissions. We try to vend the best we can within New Jersey, New York. We're trying to expand out to different states. So we're applying. We'll see what we get and everything like that. So I traditionally draw and then I digitally edit and I put it on different merchandise. Like I've done stickers, I've done hoodies, I've done pin buttons. We've done had backpacks. We're trying to do different items, especially this year. Um, the popular ones are like the Gear 5 that we've done. We've done like the Black Star hoodie, which I'm trying to, I can't say now, but I'm trying to showcase that better in a better way this year. Um, and as well as we do cosplay as well. Shout out to Taco Noir. They make amazing mystery boxes. We were the cosplay model for them last year. We're an affiliate with them. So if you use code AnimeInkArt, you will get free shipping off of your order. Make sure you go and do that. First off, they have their mystery box coming out, their mystery noir box coming out in March. Also, they're going to be at BlurCon and they're also doing the theme box for BlurCon Geek Meet. So you have until February 16th to get the box and you get a t-shirt, the tumbler, like a 40-ounce tumbler. Definitely get into that. Thanks to the people at Blurs Unite. We'll be working a little bit more with them. We were the grant recipient for them last year for their second grant. And yeah, definitely great people. Definitely make sure to support them as well. So we've done the cosplay, we've done the podcast, we've done the art. The Anime Ink Art Black Brand Spotlights is our mission statement is to uplift and let people know about different creators in the community while we do our own things. That's just something that we added to our mission statement. That's why we can continue to do it. We used to do this thing called Anime Ink Art Black Brand Spotlights. We used to put somebody on our page. We used to share as much content as we liked, and then afterwards tell them where to go to follow them. And to make sure that that didn't overwhelm our page, we wanted to be more personal. We decided let's talk to people, and that's how Anime Ink Art Live Talks came to be. I appreciate the support throughout the years. If you guys want to be part of Anime Ink Art Live Talks, we have the form. It's a very easy process. It's in the link in the bio. Sometimes it's a combination. If you reach out to me, I'll give you the form. If you know people that you want me to reach out to, I do that as well. We also do open calls, which also help. We may be doing that in February because it's Black History Month, and you want to highlight as many creators as possible. We still have some shows coming up as well. And shout out to like people in the past like week and a half, like either somebody came on the show and then they suggested and then like they reached out. Like I really do appreciate that. The next guest is coming on soon. Like they want to give me their comics to read for free. Like the things like that mean a lot to me. That means like I guess I'm doing a good job and people feel comfortable. It's like a safe space. That's the whole point. So I really do appreciate you guys for trusting me to like give you the space to talk about yourselves. And yeah, just if you want to know everything AnimeInkArt, follow the Instagram channel. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, but me and TikTok, we working on it. But check AnimeInkArt one has the whole link tree with all the portfolios and the commissions. There's a whole organized list there. Join the broadcast channel. Join the AnimeInkArt Live One Instagram page. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night. And with that, we're gonna be signing out with our outro and everything like that. So, bye guys.
Take care.